Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of body language and psychology. You know, folks, we spend all day, every day, communicating with each other. But here's the kicker. It's not always about the words we say. Oh no, our bodies, they tell a whole other story. Ever wondered what someone's gestures or expressions really mean? Stay tuned to find out. Let's talk about facial expressions. Now, you and I, we've all got that one friend who says they're fine when their face is screaming otherwise. That's because our faces, they're a dead giveaway for our true feelings. You see those little twitches in the corner of the mouth, a slight furrow of the brow? Those, my friends, are micro-expressions. They're fleeting, lasting a fraction of a second, but they reveal a person's raw, unfiltered emotions. Think about it. You try to hide a smirk when you know a secret, or when someone says something they think is true, but you know better. See, our faces, they betray us every time. Now a genuine smile, that's in the eyes. You know the one, crow's feet crinkling, eyes sparkling. A fake smile, it just doesn't reach the eyes, it's all in the mouth. And then there's the eyebrow raise. It can signal surprise, skepticism, or even interest. Pay attention to those brows, folks. They're practically billboards for the brain. Don't forget about the eyes. Dilated pupils can indicate attraction or excitement, while constricted pupils might signal anger or disgust. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a human lie detector, but understanding facial expressions can give you a whole new level of insight into the people around you. Remember, the face is the window to the soul. Look closely, and you might be surprised by what you see. All right, let's move on to body posture. The way we hold ourselves, it speaks volumes. Think about it. You see someone walking tall, shoulders back, head held high. What's your impression? Confident, right? But someone who's slouched over, avoiding eye contact, they might be feeling insecure or anxious. Crossed arms, that's classic defensiveness. It's like we're putting up a barrier, trying to protect ourselves. Mirroring, on the other hand, that's a sign of connection. When we like someone, we subconsciously mimic their posture and movements. It's a way of building rapport. Ever notice how couples start to look alike after years together? That's mirroring in action. Now, I'm not saying you need to analyze every tilt of the head or shift in body weight, but by paying attention to these subtle cues, you can get a better read on the people you're interacting with. Remember, body language, it's a two-way street. So stand tall, make eye contact, and show the world you're confident and engaged. Chapter 3. Hand gestures, talking with your hands. You know, they say our hands are expressive for a reason. We use them to communicate all the time, often without even realizing it. Think about it. You're excited about something. What do? You probably use your hands more when you talk, right? It's like our hands are an extension of our thoughts and feelings. Now, there are some common hand gestures that we see all the time. A firm handshake, that's a sign of confidence and trustworthiness. But a weak, limp handshake, well, that doesn't exactly inspire confidence, does it? And then there's the finger tap. Could be impatience, could be emphasis, could be a sign that someone needs to lay off the caffeine. Steepling the fingers, that's a power move. It conveys authority and thoughtfulness. But watch out for those clenched fists. That's a sign of anger or frustration, and it might be best to steer clear until things cool down. Remember, our hands can be our biggest allies or our worst enemies when it comes to communication. So use them wisely and pay attention to what others are saying with their hands. Chapter 4. Eye movements, the windows to the soul. They don't call them the windows to the soul for nothing, folks. Our eyes, they can tell a whole story without us ever saying a word. Now, eye contact, it's crucial for building trust and connection. When someone can't look you in the eye, it can be a sign that they're hiding something. But prolonged eye contact, that can be intense, even confrontational. It's all about finding that sweet spot. Looking up and to the right, that often indicates visual memory. They might be picturing something in their mind. Looking down and to the left, on the other hand, that can be a sign of internal dialogue. They might be talking themselves through something. And then there's the blink rate. Rapid blinking can indicate stress or anxiety, while a slower blink rate can be a sign of relaxation or even boredom. Pay attention to pupil dilation too. Dilated pupils can mean attraction, excitement, or even fear. Constricted pupils, well, that might mean anger, disgust, or even drug use. Remember, our eyes, they don't lie. So pay close attention to those peepers. You might be surprised by what you see. Chapter 5, Vocal Tone. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know, folks, it's not always about the words we say, it's about how we say them. Our tone of voice, it can completely change the meaning of a sentence. Think about it. "I didn't say you were wrong," said in a flat monotone voice. Sounds pretty neutral, right? But now imagine it with a sarcastic tone, dripping with disbelief. See, completely different meaning. A high-pitched voice can indicate excitement or nervousness, while a low-pitched voice can convey authority or calmness. Speaking quickly can be a sign of enthusiasm or anxiety, while speaking slowly can make someone seem more thoughtful or even manipulative. And then there's the volume. Someone who's feeling confident might speak loudly, while someone who's feeling insecure might speak softly. Pay attention to pauses and hesitations too. They can be a sign that someone is thinking carefully about their words. Or they could be trying to buy time to come up with a lie. Remember, our voice is a powerful tool. Use it wisely and listen carefully to the tone of others. You might be surprised by what you hear. Outro, now you're reading people. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more insightful content. We've covered a lot of ground today, from facial expressions to vocal tone. But remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll dive even deeper into the art of reading people. Until then, keep those eyes peeled and those ears open. You never know what you might learn.